inside of it?
Just inside the circle.
Okay. What would happen if I were to go here?
Okay, that should have helped.
I mean, in this circle.
Nothing.
Have you guys like catch up?
Nothing? Okay.
The circles are inactive.
Ah. Oh, I see. Then I'm going to cast. I'm going to throw firebolt at this thing.
Okay.
Starters.
Go ahead and roll up. That's gonna hit. Oh.
All right. I think I gave Dove Bardic Inspiration last month.
Yep.
So probably it only lasts like 10 minutes or something. I forgot.
Yeah, I think 10 minutes will pass by now, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to, because I can see Sharfell now, I'm going to inspire her instead. With a quick whistle. And that's it for me.
Alright. That one next to you, Dove, does not look very healthy whatsoever.
Good. Great. This is all positive.
Again, so this one is going to do the exact same as the last one, Dadia, because you're that far away from them.
Yep.
So a dex save with disadvantage now, please.
Sure. That one,
Ooh.
I think.
I mean, luckily, that ones can't do anything on this one. Because it's you're already being hit by it. 14 points of damage this time.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes up for it on the...
I'm pretty sure I die here, guys.
You down?
I will be soon.
Oh shoot! All right.
There's one more in this room.
Oh boy.
Oh, you killed 2 already?
Get them.
Oh,
Speaking of, Dadia, it's your time.
Hey.
Okay.
Try to take one of the circles.
You can, Dadia, clean 1 stack of the acid off you every round. That's just your object interaction, no actions.
alright, go ahead and do that.
So you're down to 1.
Run me down here into this circle. Just like I'm exiting this circle completely, entering this one. Just to see if anything happens.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna use the Sword of Fathoms.
Yay.
These where's it at? The whirlpool that lasts for a minute.
Okay.
So it's a 20-foot radius within 60 feet. Centered on a point within 60 feet. So, put them a little bit farther away from me. Hopefully they fail that. So right there.
Okay. I'm just trying to find something that will work. That'll do just nicely. That's it. That'll do.
They need to make a DC 15 strength save?
DC 15 strength save.
One second. The whirlpool last one to make can be used once per long rest. Any creature that starts its turn or enters it must make the save. So not yet, unless you want them to do it immediately.
This counts as them entering it.
Okay, cool.
It's being spun around you.
Yep, and if...
They are prepared.
Cool, so they take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and get dragged into the center, and it is difficult terrain. Sorry, dragged 10 feet toward the center, and it's difficult terrain. Embarrassingly small number, but that's okay.
6 and 6. You positioned it there, so it's basically be that one getting pulled into it.
Right. And then. Oh, I'm in such
There
a
we go.
bad position here.
You're fine, you're fine. We're coming to save you.
What was the radius on the
Where's-
thing? Was it 20 foot?
20-foot radius. Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. And then I will. I should have done this before. That's okay. I'm gonna wait to do that. I will action surge
Okay.
and use the Sword of Fathom's other ability, just because I'm a little bit far away, to do the channel the orb's power and create the 60-foot long, 10-foot wide line of crashing water.
Cool.
And then mean DC 15 Dex saving throw.
And that's going to hit all 3 of them. Ooh,
Is it
no,
actually?
just 2. No, I thought it was going to be within 60 feet, but no, he's just out of it. He'll hit 2 in the whirlpool.
I mean, do you have the shape on it? Because it said it's what 10 foot wide.
Yeah, but 60 feet.
Oh, whoops. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine, too.
So yeah, it's just a little bit too sharp.
Okay.
Thickness is
Anyway,
perfect.
Where they
Yeah,
take
nope. Okay, fair.
4d6. 4d6. There you go.
13 more damage.
Just slowly chunk through their HP.
And they get pushed 10 feet away, right?
Yeah. Which they'll still be within the whirlpool, so it's fine.
Yep.
And then I would like to use my. Oh, I can do that. I never even thought about that a bit. Oh! I had an idea for later. What here's going to be the most useful? I think I'm going to. Use my bonus action. What's the thing called? I never remember because I'm going to quicken spell haste on myself.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So I get 2 AC. Advantage gets advantage on dex saves.
Yep.
And an additional action that can be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. Can I use the extra action to use object and clean the rest of the acid off?
Let me double check what haste action is.
Here. There you go.
An additional action.
Mary's taking 4 action in his turn. What?
Whatever keeps him
No,
alive.
that's right. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Yes.
That's actions. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll clean that acid off.
You do clean the last stuff. Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that twice. There you go. So I should have advantage on dex saves now.
You do have advantage on dex saves.
Okay, cool. That's my turn. sorry, that was a lot.
No, don't worry.
Had
No,
to
it's
be.
fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very on run. You need to pull out some of the stops here. I don't think this guy can actually. If he can only go to there. How far was that? 45. No, you're out of range.
Sucker.
So, yeah. So he will. No, he's just gonna do nothing there.
He's what, 40 feet away? Okay.
45, yeah.
Cool.
Alright, shout out. I think you can see what's going on in the middle there.
So, yeah, I can see like Dub,
Yeah.
Jonah, and Ugo in the middle. Come on, we keep hearing something. I even can. Maybe I should test that. Well, live a little. I was just planning to hit him with a scorching ray. The distance is more. Ah, he's not that far.
Not too far.
Too far.
And you have inspiration.
Oh, fantastic. Oh yeah, are there 3 of those?
There are 3 of them, yeah.
Frankie, my arm hurts.
That is a. So everyone you'd see just that one. The first one flies across, hits the thing, and it starts to just like its head droops, its legs start to curl. But before we can get into its dying position, 2 more scorching rays just come sweeping and just knock its body just tumbling off to the corner of the room as it died to the first one. And the other 2 just catapulted away.
Just scooted its body.
Basically, yeah. It had 1 HP left after Jonah's firebolt. And I was just like, anything will kill it as long as you hit. And he chose Scorching Ray, which has 3 attack.
Nice.
Oh.
Yep,
Well,
it's definitely done.
that is everything you guys can do, actually. So, we're going to take you guys out of turn order.
Nice.
Hey! We are free.
Am I actually 1v3ing this?
You are actually 1v3ing them, yeah.
Alright, bring it.
As the other guys,
Let's log in.
the doors swing open on the side of the room,
Which side?
and you find yourselves.
Oh, sick. Where's Data?
And speaking
Busy.
of where's Stadia, so these guys take what? How much damage at the start of their turn?
2d8, I believe is what it was. Let me pull it up. They need to make the saving throw.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh boy.
DC 15?
Yeah, boy.
Okay, he is going to make it, so he's take half damage.
And if you start your performance, make strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet and take bludgeoning damage. The whirlpool is it does not say anything about half damage, unfortunately.
Oh. That's weird. Okay, in that case it takes no damage.
Hey, you're the one who wrote it.
I know, that's why it's weird. That's because I was like, surely it's just half damage, yeah. Okay, I guess not.
Like me? Yeah.
So he's just going to charge you instead, Dadia.
Okay.
No, he's not going to charge, he's going to leap because he can, which gives him advantage on the first one, but you have +2 to your AC. So 7 is going to miss you
Yep.
by more than 5, so your honor.
Yeah, boy.
That's 3. And then a normal attack with no advantage,
Oh, yeah.
which is, again, your arm is going to trigger, and that's 1. And he is done. This guy needs to make
You don't
Save.
need us.
fails it. So Steve would just take the 11 from before.
Yep.
So he takes the 11 and it dies.
Oh,
And Dadia, it's your turn.
he died far faster than I was expecting.
You're right, Dadia. We can't help you there. We don't know where we are.
Doing fine.
Perfect.
Let's
I would like, since I have this very fine fellow in front of me,
Yep.
to swing my sword
Go
with
for
the
it.
attack action. So there's 1.
He's dead.
He dies. I will use my haste action to dash over towards this guy. My second attack, the second half of my attack action will go here.
That hits.
And I'm also going to use the Sword of Fathom's last ability that I had, not last, the fourth ability, no, not even that one, which one is it? The first ability that I haven't used yet properly, to consume a spell slot, to add extra damage. I'll use a second level spell slot. Let me mark that down before I forget for later. So I'm going to add on this, and yeah, I don't need to add the fire rune. It'll be fine. That much damage.
28. And that is enough to one-shot this thing. From its maximum HP of 26 down to 0.
Damn.
What a fighter.
No, for real.
Just soloed 3 of those.
Yeah. So you guys like walk in the door. You see the stairs in front of you, and you see doors on the other side. And like as you're sort of walking through this room, those doors just swing open, and there's just Davia standing there, probably panting a little bit of like the exertion.
No, I'm standing on top of my prey.
And there's just a whirlpool raging behind him.
Oh, wow. Too bad we can't see it.
Yep. Literally in the
as
darkness.
I can take away all of the lighting now. So you guys can actually see what you've been doing this whole time.
Nerd.
And dynamic lighting off.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Oh god.
There you are!
Is the...
Aha!
You guys just see Davia and whirlpool.
There you are.
Hey.
I'm
Sounds
very
like you
fast
did
You're
great.
right.
because I'm still hasted temporarily.
Just
You all
Still on the
missed
hook.
it.
walking.
I just destroyed those 3 creatures that appeared when you disappeared.
Well done.
Oh, that works out.
Sure, Dadia, we believe
I don't
you.
know why you would have. Come here, Jonah. Come here. I'm gonna grab Jonah and drag him into.
No, wait, no!
Oh my gosh.
Look at them. Look at how ugly they are. And I killed them all.
Good for you.
What happens when you teleport away and leave me to slay beasts by myself? Ha!
You had fun though, didn't you,
Everyone.
Day?
No one!
Everyone playing
one.
on home.
Oh, jeez.
That's what they were facing. For everyone.
Yep.
playing along.
Oh.
So you know,
Be back.
what a kind face.
Yeah.
Anyway, you missed it. It was glorious.
I believe it.
That's not exciting.
Alright. Let's
I thought
assume.
I thought they were a lot healthier, so I was like, oh, this is gonna take a couple rounds. And then
Yeah.
so I was like, oh, here, I'm gonna
Slamming
haste
them.
up, get safe. And then they just died, and I was like, oh shit, alright, we're good.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So
I was prepared to
Obviously-
shield or absorb elements.
yeah, you guys started here, and like obviously there was the spiky guys and the spike pits. This was supposed to be a bit more threatening, but obviously Shalfel's eye coming in clutch.
Heck yeah.
This one, it was just there was a provision. So the way this one worked is you had to roll above a certain amount as a joint check, and you guys, it was like impossible for you to do individually. So no matter what you tried, like you could have got lucky with like 3 people doing it, but the odds were against you. With all 4 of you, the odds were in your favor. Otherwise, you would just take that little chip damage. Shalfel's in that one was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then here, if you'd have picked the right circle each time,
Which
all
3
4 of you-
of them were. I was
Yeah.
on the wrong one.
you were on the wrong one, so
Oh my
you
gosh.
didn't move. If you'd done that, you would have just got across. But if not, there's going to be the fight. I didn't want that to be a really hard fight because this situation could happen where only one person gets left behind. So at the end of a gauntlet of puzzles and traps, they only had 26 HP in an armor class of 12.
Okay. I would say even if they had more, I would have been fine for like maybe 2 more rounds, I think.
Yeah, I think it'd been fine. The haste wearing off would have been painful if they'd managed to knock your concentration.
I would have been fine. I had shield in the background too. And absorb elements.
But yeah, you guys are all done. You can go back upstairs.
All right.
Beautiful. Yes, please.
God, these stairs are massive.
Can I have this kind of home security?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
You come
Another
back
one?
You come back through this room.
Oh yeah, this is where it all. Yeah.
I'll sit back down in this chair again.
Oh, the stairs are still there. It's like,
Oh.
you come back through this room. You come back through this room. You come back through this room.
We're lost. Yeah.
And this time,
Oh
you can
yeah.
also go to this room.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, that's the room we were in before you two fell.
Oh.
I'm not
Yeah.
yet. Slowly climbing stairs. Oh, what a climb.
At some point on that walk up the stairs, Adia's haste fell away, and he just got really sluggish and lethargic.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty fitting.
Oh. Okay. What's happening here?
You all see these 4 crypts, like coffins, stone sarcophagi, whatever you want to call them. And on each one of them is a little plaque that's got a portrait kind of crudely etched in. And each one bears the name on that's written around it. So Darren, Lady Vera, Sir Caldus, and Dana Soria. And just below each of the like carvings, the patches on it, there's a sort of broken off bit of stone. And looking around the room, you can see there are these 4 bits of stone just kind of on the ground.
Are these windows?
Those are windows.
I take a peek outside.
I was gonna say, is there anything weird about these ones?
Is there a volcano or an earthquake?
It
or
is
just
rolling green English countryside.
beautiful.
Windows,
Okay.
95 desktop background.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Last time we still had our weapons from the previous room.
Right.
And Schafel, well, stabbed me with one of them.
I think it was part of the puzzle, wasn't it, or something?
And now we're back here.
I guess.
I'm sure I had a reason for getting stabby.
Does anybody know which way south is?
If I look out this window, the theoretical sun, where would that might be? Or at least like
There is
the
no
most-
theoretical sun.
I was like the most light direction, or is it all just nice blue sky?
It's all just nice blue sky.
Okay.
The way that the sort of fake sun in this world, in these worlds work, is kind of just like global illumination.
Okay. I kind of recall
So
that.
it's like when I turn the dynamic lighting off in a room,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the whole thing's lit up. That's basically how the sun works in this, because it's just magically infused light, so it's just going everywhere all at once.
Okay. Wasn't sure if
Everywhere.
this area was the same, but that makes sense.
Hmm.
What's this one say?
Champion of the Crystal Court.
What the heck is the crystal court? Alright.
Sounds ornate.
Is there anything written on these?
Just the names of the people. And
Okay.
because
Do I
it
recognize
has,
anything?
well, I was going to say, because it has been a month since we last played, you can all roll history checks with advantage.
Okay, sick.
Hmm.
There we go.
Because for what happened a
Don't
month ago
remember.
for us was like an hour ago for your characters.
Okay.
Fair.
Fair enough. Hey, it's not a 1.
Not a one.
I'm jumping for
Nice.
joy.
Yeah.
That's
So the names on these coffins match the names of the knights from the first floor. The pictures on them match the pictures on the walls in the weapon room. And each of the stones that's around the side is one of the titles that goes with each of the knights.
Ouch.
But with such a basically, there's an actual 19 in there. Like Davey is 17 for 0 modifier. Some pretty good history rolls. I will
Yeah,
just say
yeah.
you guys, between you, are able to remember which one was which. Because, like I say, it was an hour ago for your characters. So Lady Vera was she was the Watcher of the Southern Sky. Where are they? Sir Caldus was the Bard Knight of the Waking Vale. Isoria was the champion of the Crystal Court. And that leaves Sir Darren as the Sentinel of the Broken Gate.
Nice.
As each of those stones slot into the crypt. Again, the stairs in the middle, the way up opens. This time the way down also opens, as the stairs are now fully available. As you have in fact finished the final puzzle of Merlin's Castle.
I love how we were literally on the last puzzle and then got tossed into the dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jonah and Shalfal could probably have finished that themselves if it wasn't for the Thunderstep. Then coming back down. There's a solid chance they could have just accidentally done that.
Issue.
Oh, yeah.
Accidental, please.
Yeah. So, are you guys heading up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I was like, I don't think this was
Unless you want
Not.
to take a short rest.
Alright, I don't even know how beat up I am right. Well, technically I'm like OP right now.
Oh, it's true.
Like, basically,
maybe not.
You're doing terribly because of the actual physical wound. Like,
Yeah, there's probably like
temporary HP. Like, you're doing fine. You're not going to go down to damage, but like that wound is still festering.
Yep, I do still have a gaping hole there in my shoulder. That's not ideal.
We should probably get that checked out.
And speaking of getting things checked out, as you walk up the final flight of stairs, you can just hear soft, gentle humming coming from the floor above you. And as you walk up, you come into this clear library of a room, and the bookcases on every wall, and just perusing through a book, it just calm as the day she was born. Marge in the face, kind of leaning against the pedestal and just flicking a page. Oh yes, I do remember that actually. It definitely wasn't like that though. Who wrote this?
It wasn't
Should've
me.
known. Oh, goodness. Huh. Well, that explains why the whole place was in an uproar.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Shuffle's just kind of sweating. Let me see.
You all look dreadful.
Yo.
Oh, that hole is not supposed to be there.
Do all the guests have to go through this?
Only the unfortunate ones, I guess. Some of us are just, blessed, I guess.
Have the key,
I
maybe?
have been described as unfortunate. Time.
The key.
It's a key in a manner of speaking, not one that can be given out freely. Now, before anything else, where is it? Oh, Dove, that shelf behind you.
Yes.
Third book from the left. Just open it. Doesn't really matter what page.
I do that.
And instead of like the book opens, and no matter what page you open it to, a small little alcove appears in the book,
Oh.
and there is just a jar of paste inside it.
Okay.
Put that on her shoulder.
Okay. I will proceed to do such a thing.
It won't fix anything, but it'll slow down any infection.
That's
That'd
definitely
be
good.
ideal.
Don't know how long that bolt was sitting in that ballista.
Oh, I don't think that one's been used in a couple hundred years now.
Well,
That one was one of mine, actually.
it's scary.
What were they made out of?
Detective.
The bolts? They're
Yeah,
a blend of some of the more alchemically charged materials. A lot of silver, some copper,
That makes
splashy
sense.
gold, and
Okay.
titanium. Oh, bit of platinum. I even threw in a little bit of tin, but that one was more for the damaging effect.
Mm. Is titanium normally in the
No.
DD world?
No.
He's gonna stand here, stroke his beard for a minute,
Wait,
and be
what?
like,
Yeah.
I recognize the first few. What's titanium? And
You're gonna
platinum?
like,
No, I know what platinum is. What is?
yeah, you know what platinum is. She'll start like doing that when she readies herself. She puts the book down, kind of puts a little bookmark in it. And she's like, well, and like unless she gets stopped in the next 5 seconds, she's going to go on like a proper diatribe about what titanium is.
Okay,
I
that
guess
makes
I'll just-
sense.
Be like fixing
A lot of
Shalfel's
it.
arm while she's just ranting.
Yeah, a lot of its qualities, some of its uses. Like it's very low density, but it's very high strength.
Useful in
They
several
use it-
applications.
Yeah,
Got
because it's resistant to seawater. It's very useful for making boats.
A metal boat, you say?
Ooh. And yeah, unless she is at any point stopped, she will keep going. Whilst Dove is tending to Shadowfell's shoulder.
Both trying to listen, not pass out.
It is quite a soothing effect, I'll say. It's definitely taking the edge off the pain a little bit. But like she says, it's not actually going to fix your shoulder. It's going to stop anything, like it getting any worse.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get a hold of some of this titanium?
Oh, it's quite readily available, yes. If you could leave the castle, you could go pop round the corner and get some.
We can't leave the castle, can we?
No. Only back the way you came in, which I assume will take you back to Merlin's little mountain abode. His place in the country, as I like to call it.
You wound me. Oh.
Wow.
Unless you want to... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Sorry, I almost got your hopes up there. So, you didn't come all this way on a metallurgy expedition. Why are you here?
No, not at all. We're here because we're still busy with what happened to Miss Starbuck, you know, the city we met
Oh,
in.
yes. That was
Um,
in London.
Well, we tried to ask Merlin about a possible way we could use the loot that we acquired to lure Elia into a trap, but he says that nothing can be attached to it. So now we are looking for other possibilities.
And if you have the loot, why do you need a trap?
Well, the loot is one thing, but we wanted to make sure while she does the ritual that we can stop her.
Wait. Did we never think about...
Hmm?
Huh?
So, I think Morgan just made a good point.
Oh.
We're just trying to overpower Elia's song, right? Jonah?
Well, I'm trying to do that too. That's the other reason I'm here. I worked on a song, but I need to figure out how we can just
Can you use the loot for that?
overcome it.
It's a godly item, right?
Yes, but I'm not a god.
But neither is Elia, and you have an item that belongs to a god. You, in theory, you can
true.
overpower her with... am I thinking correctly?
Is this how it works?
I think you're right.
I mean, it's not an impossibility. It's not as straightforward as it sounds. You just couldn't simply play it. You'd have to somehow infuse enough magic into the song to channel through the lute, and then if that worked and you were powerful enough, then your song would probably overpower hers. But if I thought the whole point was you were going to interrupt her doing the ritual.
Well,
You have the
that-
lute,
That too.
so why not just give it to her? And then when she does the ritual, ambush her.
Well,
No,
that was the idea
fine.
too, but if we just give her the loot and we ambush her, I mean, yes, that is the plan, but do we need to... If we just interrupt the ritual, it would be easier?
Oh, absolutely, yes. If you do something to the loot and in any way take or damage it, she won't be able to do the ritual in the first place. Which means she will just be as powerful as she normally is. Whereas if you let her do the ritual, she's going to have to weaken herself. Because as much as the loot will empower her, she has to empower the loot. And during that time,
That's true.
she will be weaker, she'll be more vulnerable. She will still be strong, I will say. But she will be a lot more vulnerable.
Manageable.
So, I've now remembered part of our problem. We don't know where she's doing the ritual.
Right, and that was what Ayun is supposed to be telling you. If Merlin tells me correctly, the mission that you're on for Ayun is to get her something so she can tell you where the ritual's going to be.
Yeah, we need a magical object of what? Radiant power? I don't remember.
And the first one didn't work out.
Correct. Ran into an issue with an apparently god-hating being.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have been meaning to go and check that out, although probably not the smartest idea. But that's what makes it so tempting. Maybe once this problem is resolved. So, you have another option though, right? Iron gave you two.
Yes. But we don't have the time to get to the other one by ourselves.
Now we're talking about something I can help with. At least directly. I feel like I've been quite helpful today. With just information. But now I can physically help you.
With time?
Well, I mean, what is time travel, but...
Are you a Time Lord too?
No, but I am a teleportation specialist.
Oh, that works.
That's basically time travel,
Fair.
right?
Those ears pop, perk up, and go. I should reconnect with you sometime soon.
That is good news.
You do, because I have been very eager to explore your hidden potential, Shafel. I didn't want to come and abduct you while you were busy and I was supposed to be helping you. And I did find a lot of good stuff, but most of it boils down to what I just told you to do, which is interrupt her during the ritual. But
Makes sense.
now that you're actually making progress, as soon as Jonah's life's saved, I have many, many bones to pick with you.
Her eyes kind of go wide and she goes, "Well, I look forward to picking them, I think, with you."
Oh, I'm sure it will result in a major power boost. Ooh, I'm getting giddy just thinking about it.
I'm sure it's
Kind of
fine.
like tucks herself into her hood and she's like,
What is happening?
"We shall see."
I'm looking between the two. Mhm.
Now,
Super angry.
what I can offer you, once we get out of here, would be a convenient teleport. I can get you relatively close to wherever you need to go. Landmarks are better just because it saves me the trouble of trying to warp you into a wall. That's happened a few times before.
Ew.
That'd be good to
But
avoid.
yes, I can send you wherever you need to go. And if you're lucky enough, I might even accompany you.
Oh.
She's like
Okay.
says that, and then she like looks between you, and she's trying to gauge your response to that.
Hmm.
No, that's great. If only.
Right?
Hmm.
And so we can get there, figuring out where the ritual is going to take place. But I'm still thinking, if we get rid of Elia, the enchantment is on the city is sure to be, well, interrupted.
Dissipate once the caster is gone, right?
In theory, yes. If you kill her, it most definitely will go away. If you weaken her enough, she'll have to stop channeling the power of the spell, and it will go away on its own in time. And if she succeeds, the song will stay around forever, and we're all probably doomed.
No
And
pressure.
what if? Do you think we could get rid of the enchantment first? Would that weaken her later? Or not really?
It would. The enchantment definitely is empowering her, but as for getting rid of it, and it won't be a very quick job. Like I say, you would have to amass a significant amount of power before you could use the loot to counteract her spell.
Mhm.
And that's going to take time. It would take a lot of practice and training. If you had longer, that would be ideal. But considering you only have a few days left, it's best to just go for the slightly riskier but quicker method.
Makes the most sense strategically.
That
And
is
we have a lot of
that is very clear. Well, thank you, Mr. Fay. Should we head on now?
If you are ready to go now, then yes. I just need to. She's just gonna like. Boop. She puts the book that she's been like holding in her hand back, and she's just gonna kind of peruse the shelves for a minute and pull one out. And she's going to just kind of walk over, and she's gonna hold it out in your direction, Shafel.
Okay.
And you would recognize this book almost immediately.
Is it the book?
It is not the book. It is one of your books. that you have read.
Oh. She's the book thief.
Is it my dragon book?
It is not your dragon book.
Oh.
Like mumble
it's,
to herself.
it's probably about the same age, and it is the first book that you started to write after you got your puzzle box.
Here, that's early stuff.
Mm-hmm. I came across this book and found it very informative. You write well.
I'm gonna get really red, but like nod her head and like appreciation.
But as with all things, it should be returned to its rightful owner. And she's gonna like sort of tuck it into your hands.
Look at it and be like, God, I haven't seen this in forever. Kind of like dust it off, look through it a little bit,
What is it?
kind of like disapproving. Used to be a lot less thorough. First thing I ever started really studying and taking seriously. My first notebook. How did you find this? Wait, somebody found this. How did you find this?
This is a special library. You would think for a castle of this size and all of the traps that you have to go through, there'd be more than just a handful of bookshelves. But that's because things tend to end up here. Lost and forgotten knowledge. Usually something gets stolen by someone who doesn't understand its worth, sells it for a pittance, it gets passed around, the contents start to become unimportant. And it ends up here. You're looking for the Warforged Codex?
Oh snap!
Yeah, as soon as she was just like, things kind of end up. I'm like,
Yeah.
It is not here.
damn it.
At
Just
least not in any obvious form.
fair enough. Thought to
Oh.
check. You'll just see Dove kind of go through quickly.
We're checking. We're checking.
Hmm.
If that is everything, I'll meet you downstairs. And she is going to disappear. Because she's a respectable lady who doesn't take stairs.
Understandable.
Jealous.
You don't need no stairs.
Where we are going, we don't need no stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, back down we go.
You got this.
Eventually.
If that works, that will almost be worth it to have gone through all the traps.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we get the payout.
Hmm?
Sorry.
Sorry, we made a bit of a mess trying to figure out this puzzle.
I see that. She's just gonna kind of wave her hands a couple of times and just tidy up some of the scribbles you've done.
Oh yeah.
Look, really, the chairs that bite you.
It was awfully
run.
unique.
Come on, it's brilliant. You see chairs and you want to sit down, and suddenly you're being eaten by a chair mimic.
I didn't even sit down; it just bit me.
He just
I mean, they
rested
don't get fed very
his
often.
hand upon it.
Why, you touched it.
Oh,
Come on, it's not like we get visitors all the time here.
that's fair.
They're hungry.
You got excited.
How
Wait, you don't
do they
feed
get
them?
fed?
Yeah, follow-up question.
Well, At this point, there's very few people who are dumb enough to come here uninvited. So they maybe get a couple of people every dozen of years.
Oh my.
They're looking so thin. They used to be so much more regal. Anyway, I could dote on them like a mother all day. Shall we leave?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
I guess.
Already?
And with that, you guys can step out into Merlin's place.
Ooh.
It helps if you don't close the thing.
Merlin, we're home.
Ah! Giant Morgan!
Giant woman!
We're home. We brought a friend.
Hello again. You need to take better care of them. You almost lost another set of. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Another?
Merlin just kind of like eyes narrows and he rolls his eyes. Oh, stop making trouble, Morgan. It's not like that this time. They're on their own
Fist.
journey.
I have so many questions.
Oh, I know, I'm just teasing. So, they're going to be heading off on an adventure soon. And I'm going with them. Why? I mean, they seemed so excited about me going. And she's going to kind of look over her shoulder. You always kind of like, she's doing the like, well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Of course. Merlin, why did you never talk about this wondrous metal called titanium?
Of course you brought that up to a smith. Wait, hold on. If you were talking about... You didn't end up in the dungeon, did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Inside and out.
Inside, out, left, right of it.
That's, yeah, a little closer to it, really, than we wanted, I think.
Within the
was
cages,
very
on the
fun.
exterior of the cages.
That is... Okay, that's a little bit funny. I'm sorry. You're all alive, I'm allowed to laugh at you.
True. A little bit beat up, but
The puzzles ain't that hard.
Hey, it
Which
wasn't
one?
the fact that the puzzle was hard. It was the bad timing with the stabby stab one.
it was quite. That was pretty much the
That was-
broad line.
Like we knew what to do, but they just moved faster than we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is
That
it the
shouldn't be
first
allowed
round or
around
the second?
Second.
Second. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I told you it was a good idea to put that one in there. Fine, you were right. But still, it was my puzzle that did that to Shafal. He's just like turns, squints, sees the paste on there, puts two and two together. And just like, oh my god. Are you okay?
Mostly, like, woozy at this point, so she's just kind of like looking back and forth between everybody, trying to stand up.
Some healing would indeed be greatly appreciated for going through your gauntlet of a security system, if you didn't mind.
I mean, first of all, not fair. Second of all, I can't do that again. I gave you guys a heal recently.
He did.
Were we not gone for that long? She's gonna like glance around the room like, I don't know what time it is here.
It's been about 3 hours.
I felt so much longer.
You did so much.
Nearly I can do that to you.
Fair enough.
As lovely as it is to see Merlin dig himself this hole, we should perhaps be on our way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We'll
Yes, absolutely.
probably hit a cleric up as soon as we can, once we get into a city.
It's a good idea.
We won't be needing that other portal, Merlin, if you wouldn't mind cleaning up the place a little bit. And we will take this one. And she's going to kind of like open like a little like sort of plant bulb. Just leaves pop out. And as she does that like finger twinkling wave at Merlin. As she just kind of disappears into the plant.
Well,
That's cool.
Well, you should probably follow her. He's gonna like wave his hand, grumpily closing the portal that you came in here with.
We were planning to.
Yeah.
Bye, Berlin.
I mean, have fun with her. Just
Thank
don't
you.
trust her with anything too dangerous. Caution.
I don't think we can
Or
avoid
valuable.
that. It's kind of our lifestyle at this point.
Well. Yeah, no, I got nothing. You're kind of no women, Mercy. If you survive, I'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
And are you all going to step onto the floor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Let's
I
go.
stumble on it.
Alright. And so you, one by one, you kind of all find yourselves pulled into the bowl, pulled into this like flowering network. But instead of like going somewhere, instead of reappearing, you're just in this like, it's like a cage, an arena, or a room built out of winding tree roots. And there's just like miles and miles, just as far as you can see, just these
Oof.
roots reaching out and traveling in the distance. And in the middle of this room that you're in, Morgan is just kind of standing there. She's like looking at her nails, and she's kind of brushing dirt away while she was waiting for you all to step into the portal. And she looks up as you all appear. Wonderful. Now, you'll need to direct me on to somewhere to go.
Ember Barrow.
Number barrel. Do you have a map? I'm not as familiar with your regions.
Yes. Here you go.
Produce the map.
Was it the Elemental Conclave was here?
It's between the Realm of the Conclave and the Shadow Stalkers.
Yes. There we go.
And it's down south, I think. No, wait.
Yeah,
No.
it is.
Yep,
Right
yep.
there.
Oh yeah, right there.
Now, this is a little island. That's a little bit annoying.
Why?
Well, it just means getting off of it is going to be difficult as well.
Hmm.
Well, no worries. If that's where we have to go, that's where we have to go. I think that little region to the north is probably safest. Okay. So,
We'd like
I
to
just
prepare
need-
the dodge action.
I just need you all to close your eyes. Don't think about what's about to happen to you. It gets worse the more you think about it. Just breathe. Let it happen. I apologize in advance, Dove.
What?
Is your
This
plant
might
about
feel
to eat us?
weird.
Uh,
And she's gonna close her eyes, and then she's gonna do that thing where it's like she waits a few seconds and opens one to make sure you're all closing your eyes.
my hand's over my eyes because I don't have eyelids. I remembered. I have to actually cover
What do you
them.
mean? I'm sorry, Dove.
Yeah,
Both
that's
falling over
she
saying
is.
that. She doesn't mind closing her eyes.
She's kind of feeling what would be called nervousness. She steps closer to the group.
What happens is your feet turn into like tree roots, and it starts moving up, and your legs become trees, and then you just yourself just become a giant extension of a tree root that's being sucked into the ground. And for the rest of you, it feels very constraining. You are being forced into just this narrow wooden cocoon and being just hauled towards your destination. Dove, it feels a little differently for you
Okay.
because you're already used to being wooden.
Yeah.
So rather than feeling constrained by it, you feel almost the opposite. Because you're used to being wood held into place with metal and fixtures and fittings and stuff. This feels more like your body is expanding.
Oh.
You're suddenly, like, if you were maybe 60% wood before, you're now 100% wood. And it feels like you're
Oof.
about to fall apart at any moment.
Oh, man.
You don't really feel like you have anything holding you together. And that sensation is just getting worse and worse the more you're pulled, until eventually you are all spat back out again.
Yeah,
Just kind of at the base of the tree line of the forest. Just kind of spat out. Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
like
first
holding
time
her shoulders,
home.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I called it.
Definitely a more intense version of teleporting than you're all used to.
Wait.
Uh.
I'm already familiar with plants and animals. That was fine. I enjoyed that. Let's do it again sometime.
I would
I was-
greatly dislike that.
Okay.
Less worse than I thought.
I thought I was exploding.
Oh,
That-
not good
Never
then.
mind.
She's just staring at the ground holding her shoulders.
Interesting. I wasn't sure the effect it would have on a warforged.
It's not great.
I once took a man with a wooden leg this way. That wooden leg just became part of the tree network then. Poor guy had to hop the way to the next city.
Yeah, it's not great.
Good times. Anyway, we're here. And she's just gonna look around and see the city kind of, well, the town a little bit away. A very gloomy place that is. Onwards and upwards, intrepid adventurers.
Mhm. The people in charge of this place are the Shadow Stalkers. So it makes sense that it's gloomy. They're extraordinarily gloomy people. It's like it's in their. If I didn't know better, I'd say it's like in their DNA. But I know they're not all. I don't think they're all family. That'd be weird.
Might be a bit strange.
Well, now I'm extra excited to go and see what's happening. And she's just gonna start walking towards the city, like long, powerful strides. Come on, do keep up.
All right.
Of course.
Out of curiosity, what city were we at last?
I was thinking about the horse.
Madmo, I think.
Were we up? Okay, cool.
Is that where we
Yeah,
left the
I
horse?
think.
You went from you went from Magmar to Erlen's place, and then you've just been teleported straight here.
We really
Yeah,
can't
that's what I was just thinking
keep
about. We had a horse
a
up
ride
there.
with us. Yeah, we were just
We bought it too.
That's
yeah.
another horse you guys have left behind.
I mean, luckily we left it by
Horses.
yeah, we left it by like food and water. So
I mean, we brought it back into town, so.
Yeah,
Feels
Yeah.
bad.
it's so funny. And yeah, as you walk into the town, you find yourself in the town of Edinburgh. As you can see, it's very much just. It's like Venice if it was poor. You know, like it's all wooden platforms, piers going out. It's all waterways between it, little bridges here and there for foot traffic. And yeah, the city just has this aura, this almost like yes, it looks gloomy, but like the city itself feels very muted. Feels very like it's not as busy it should be. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet, yeah.
Alright.
So we should probably find the Shadow Stalkers in charge here. I assume they're probably in the big building.
How are you guys of the Iron Fist with the Shadow Stalkers?
I don't think we have any negative reputation with them, but we've also been kind of away from our whole clan, so entirely possible that our group may have done something, but
Trying to think of us personally. We were friends with Shadow Stalkers for some reason, weren't we?
yeah, we had
Yeah.
a couple connections.
What was it?
Yeah, that's why I have the antidote.
You helped. They were the ones who helped you find the tower where the Nexus artifact was, where Dove was being held.
Mm.
So you
That's
teamed
right.
up with them and went to the next city, and
Right.
checked in on Freyacre for them.
That's
Oh.
right.
You know.
Yeah. And then the Elemental Enclave we're also technically kind of friends with. Because
A little.
something
They-
else with them.
They love you.
They love you. Yeah, we did.
Nice.
We did a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Because the only like radiant side quests you guys have done have all been for the Elemental Conclave. You delivered the letter from Thaumaturge to the city, the town in the middle, Rustfell, and then you took it from Rustfell to Chronostrata without opening it,
I'll take it.
which got you bonus reputation points. Well, you did open it, but you resealed it again.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, it was totally fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, Elemental Conclave are quite happy with you.
Alright. So, we've worked with them before. We need to keep that in mind. We're also friends with the people who are potentially causing them issues here, or something's going on between the two people, and we need to figure out what it is. And
So
then get the stuff.
We'll
which
have
is
to
the
get
scepter.
information of both sides then, just in case.
Yes.
Okay. Very wise.
Fascinating.
Hmm?
Yeah, just watching you work.
Don't get too excited. Everything's going to go to crap here in probably about 2 hours.
I am hoping so.
I do like to get political for some strange reason, even though we try and travel away from it.
She wasn't like that when he asked her to bring her in. Anyways, well, we should. Shadowstalker would be a little bit harder to find.
I mean, they own the city, so we should just be able to go. I assume they have the biggest buildings. They
Well,
own the city.
they do. I'm not sure. I've never been there. Is that accurate? Do they own this? do they just stand here? Because the few
To be honest,
Hey,
the few
here
we've met
away.
were like in a cave or something.
with us approaching this place, they probably already have eyes on us. Let's be honest.
Just
That
don't
would make
forget-
sense.
Just don't forget, there is a difference between the Shadow Stalkers and the Shadebound Network.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, I'm confusing the two.
Oh.
Probably are, yeah.
I'm
You
mixing
are
up the two
a tiny
again.
bit.
Yeah.
I think I do that too pretty frequently. It's hard to remember. But yeah.
What to the main building it is then?
Best place to start.
Yeah. And with the knowledge going in, yes, it's a Shadowstalker city. You can sort of see, rather than guards patrolling, there's just every so often there's a homeless person who's paying a little bit too much attention, and there are eyes on rooftops and stuff like that. It's
Oh,
Told you.
much more like the city is under surveillance as a way of protecting it rather than just guards patrolling. And so yeah, with that knowledge in hand, you're able to spot more of these than you probably would have been able to otherwise. And every so often, Morgan just kind of glances around and just waves at a random rooftop, and just like sort of turns back and like she notices you guys are a little bit ahead of her. You hear a little bit of a clippy clap of her shoes as she tries to catch up to you. And she's just having a grand old time following you around.
Long as she's having fun.
She's having a ball. And as you guys get to about here-ish, once it becomes kind of clear you're heading directly towards this sort of big building in the center, as you kind of walk through one of the alleyways between the buildings, the archway that opens up, just out of the shadows on the other side, you get two of these robed figures. Just kind of step out and halt your progress. What's your business here?
Hello? We would like to talk with... Oh, sorry. The shadow... the person in charge. People in charge, more or less. It's about something important.
Yeah, I'm going to need a bit more info on that. Business. Make it a bit more specific this time.
We have need of something in your guys' possession. We know there's some stuff going on. We were hoping we could help in exchange for getting said item. We have worked with you before, with your faction before, over in the other continent.
Alright, now you're just upselling.
Just say.
And he just as he says that, he just like turns and just starts walking towards the main building, and the other guy like is just stay standing where he is, watching you. And if you dawdle, he's gonna like gesture you to follow the guy. And he will lead you directly in here.
No, Pokemon.
Ooh. He will lead you inside, and I'll start leading you up a few floors into an office. Where is he? I have his sheet open, but I don't have his token ready. Boom.
How dare.
This gentleman is waiting to greet you. No. You four I was prepared for, but who are you? Don't mind me, I'm just a tag along on this journey. Pretend I'm not here. That is exceedingly suspicious, but...
She tends to be.
So, Lady Adriana, Dove and Shadow family, yes?
Indeed.
Mhm.
Do you also know why we're here?
Not directly, no. My associates speak highly of you. So, why are you here?
As I mentioned to the guard outside, there's an item in your guys' possession that you probably won't immediately give away, from what we understand. But we do need it for reasons we can get into if you want to hear them, I guess. We also know there's something going on with the Elemental Enclave, and we are hoping if we could help with whatever the situation is, you might let us have said item.
Interesting. Your request is somewhat complicated. If the item that you speak of is the one that is involved in the situation,
Yeah.
we need the item to sort out the elemental conclave in the first place. So,
No,
perhaps
we don't know.
you should take a seat.
Oh, dear lord. Alright.
So, I'm going to just explain this as bluntly as possible. You can take your own stance on it afterwards, and then we can see what arrangements need to be made. So, I don't know how much you're aware of our history, but this city is actually the founding place of our whole faction. Long before the sun blew up, the Shadowstalkers have made this their home. When the when the faction split and started to gain power, we were one of the first few to swoop in and make a name for ourselves. So this city is very important to us. That's why, even though it is just a town and isn't involved in matters, I take great pride in my position here. Now, we lived here with no problems for hundreds of years. And then, all of a sudden, in Oakenburg, the Elemental Conclave decided to set up a little research facility, doing something about the currents and the water, trying to do their own little experiments. That has caused the waters around our island to become very turbulent and very dangerous, and we have lost a lot of lives because of it. We sent a delegation to the Conclave to try and come to peace talks, trying to find a way that we can both come out of this with what we want. They refused, and on the way back to our island, the delegation was killed by the rampant magic running in the waters around the city.
Yikes.
Yes. And it was very brutal because my wife was actually our lead negotiator. So, because of the level of disruption that they're now causing, we have been engaging in our own form of warfare. We do as the Shadowstalkers do, hide in the shadows and inconvenience, scare, frighten people, those sorts of things. Hoping if we could drive them away from the village or at least force them to come to the table for peace talks. However, the combination of the widespread fear and the magic running wild has actually birthed a malevolent force of its own. The fear has now taken on corporeal form.
Now we're
Which
talking.
we have been trying to figure out how to resolve, considering we have the item required to get rid of the creature, or the force, whatever you want to call it. But the Elemental Conclave have the creature on their side, and they're protecting it quite fiercely, trying to study it. So now you can see why your request is quite difficult. The only item that we have that can deal with this force is the item that you're requesting to take.
So,
When are you planning to get the item then?
That's the issue. The only way we're going to be able to get close enough to use the item is if we go and see the facility. And none of us want to do that.
Right.
But the city is starting to suffer more and more.
Should we go and speak with them to see if we can get them to compromise, maybe?
Not a bad idea.
Maybe we could...
Well, why would they listen to us?
we've helped them on a few occasions now, so there's a decent chance they'll at least listen to us.
Oh, yeah, a little bit this way.
Even if it's to expedite their studies or to show them the example of the negative effects.
I was hoping this would just end in us being able to kill something.
Sadly, we have to be a little bit more diplomatic.
I'll say we're gonna have to be a bit more tactful about this one, unfortunately.
Do you know what they are looking for in their water experiments?
I don't. I wouldn't begin to understand the sorts of things they're studying. I would imagine because of the effects it's causing, maybe weather manipulation. But that's a very abstract guess from a grieving husband.
It's understandable.
You don't know why they need to do the experiment here specifically.
No, I never even think about it there being a reason. Maybe it's just because it's one of the few coastal cities nearby, or
Maybe if we could get them to move it elsewhere, to take up residence for it farther away.
Well, their experimentation already got people killed, so
Yeah. There's no way they wouldn't know that, though, right? There's...
they refuse to take accountability
Oh, it's like that.
Huh.
because it was a storm that killed the delegation. They called it a freak accident, coincidental.
The force
We
of
don't have
nature.
storms like that until their experiments started to displace the water here.
and there's no higher authority to, well, decide.
I mean, we're just two towns out in the middle of nowhere. Our various factions could weigh in on it, but at the end of the day, they're just going to favor each other anyway.
Right. It'll still be split.
I do not like politics. Nearly enough fact.
Well,
So
mhm.
right now you are planning to, well, use the item and then go there and raid the facility?
In whichever order it requires, yes. We have been waiting on some reinforcements, but the Shadowstalker City is. I mean, I don't know how familiar you are with Celestia Mara, but it's right on Malakar's doorstep. They are themselves very busy.
That's rough.
Well,
Wait.
No.
Wait, can I see the map real quick?
You can.
Minute.
A child.
All right. Down we go. Okay, so they're in Oakenburg. So we have a couple options then. We go there, we convince them to stop the experiments and get rid of the creature somehow. we go there, we break in and get rid of the creature, having to fight the elemental enclave on the way.
That would be not great.
We go there, sneak in some shadow stalkers into the facility, and they covertly do the thing.
They would most likely be pointed at, and I feel like at that point that would start more war in
More
between
drama
them.
than we want. Yeah.
Those
I mean,
are
if they didn't get
options,
caught,
though.
Who would know?
Well, they would probably immediately look at who's been complaining about our experiments.
They have no evidence.
They don't, but
Their problem right now are the creatures, right? I mean, he's the creature.
yeah.
So, yeah, we just have to get rid of those.
But he did say that the scepter is needed to get rid of the creature, right?
Yes.
And they're not just
Yes,
going to hand the
in-
scepter over to us to go do it. I doubt that anyway.
Right.
X to doubt, yeah.
Or we could just go with them while they do it and help.
I feel like trying diplomatically first, but yeah, I do feel like this might end up being a an execution route.
Only know one
I
way to
think-
find out.
The key to it all is what we find out when we go there and we talk to them, what they say about the reason that they're doing this,
Yeah, like
that the reason that they're investigating.
if there's
research.
something that we can pinpoint that would make sense that they're, tirelessly trying to experiment on this, then that's the route. But yeah, we will have to try and get some information first. Sadly, ask for a
Okay.
swing later.
Out of curiosity, boss man, whose name I've forgotten.
I have not given you my name yet.
You know what? Perfect.
Purpose.
Do they know that you have an item capable of getting rid of what they're researching?
I
Or
doubt
a
it.
tool, an item. Okay, interesting. If we get there and find out that they've been researching it to get rid of it this whole time, I'm gonna murder someone.
That's entirely possible.
Mm-hmm. That would be unfortunate.
Smile. Alright. That's all I got.
I think a good start then would be to go get information.
Likely.
Agreed.
So go there and ask them.
Yeah, pick their brain, figure out what their experimentations are all about. Depending on how the route goes, we could bring up, that it's giving obvious changes to this particular town for the worse, and see their reactions, I guess.
See or no? My favorite game. Let's see.
Maybe slip on the helmet before we get into view, so it could be under your hood.
True.
Instead of very obviously, mid-conversation.
I do feel more accomplished when I do it like that, but yeah, probably best not.
Just to keep tensions low, at least.
Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with cranky people.
We're surrounded by them, typically.
So,
Think
you
my
plan
helmet
on
on.
going there then?
What?
Yes.
There's 3 people that start talking at once there, so I guess there's one thing. Shut down. What are you asking about the helm?
I'm just gonna slip it on since she said that. That's it.
Okay. Jonah, what were you saying?
No, I agree. We should go there.
Alright. And that's all he was asking anyway, so yeah, we got that one sorted.
Perfect.
Mhm. nailed it.
Wait, it's not that far, right? It's...
Just across the water, the deathly treacherous, destructive water.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay.
Should we really risk getting across the water just to talk with them?
Well, if the talking creates less bloodshed, but I'm gonna look at Morgan. Like,
Or you just like waves.
I'm just gonna glance at her, just very deadpan face. Is there a easier, safer route to get to where we're trying to get to?
Oh, across the water?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I can take us straight there.
That would be very helpful.
It will, wouldn't it?
I like you.
Like you have a cupcake.
If
Very
I'm
useful.
going to do this and expedite things along, I have a request then. She turns to the mayor.
Oh.
If we're going to be going in the general region of this facility, can we take the item with us? If the situation arises where we can use it, we might be able to solve your problem anyway. And what's to stop you just taking it and running? Oh, a matter of good faith. I would never. Well, I guess I would, okay? But I'm not going to, and I don't think... Okay, I don't know, they might actually.
We wouldn't.
I'll make
Well, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
any kind if needed.
We'll be entirely honest, sir. We're trying to fix the issues of this land, not make them worse.
Not make more.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they just
No,
make
you
bigger
can't.
headaches for us.
Exactly. Now, what they said is exactly why they wouldn't be able to run away with it. And I wouldn't do it because I want to help. At least this one. And like gesture in a direction that might or might not pertain to Chateau.
The obviously not obvious.
So, yes, we take it with us. If we can use it in either situation to resolve the issue, we will do. If not, at least we still have it, and we'll bring it back. And he's going to look at her with extremely piercing gaze, and then sort of slow look to each of you, and just like, I will give it to them.
It's fine by us.
And that is it.
We'll safe keep it.
Oh.
That is totally acceptable. So- and he's gonna warily eyeball her before going over to a sort of cabinet on one side of the room, and you'll sort of see him start opening. Kind of like opening a puzzle box, twisting knobs here and sliding partitions there. And eventually kind of the cabinet springs open. And on the inside of it is hanging just this rod,
Cool.
It's very nice.
which is radiating just a blinding,
go.
piercing light.
Classic.
I can't
I was gonna
see.
kind of be hovering to touch it.
And he will sort of gently reach in, take it, and sort of offer it out, probably to Davey or Jonah, because you two are the closest to what side he's on.
Mhm.
Then just kind of
I
offer
will
it out.
take it with both hands, politely.
It is quite a powerful item, but it has a very serious drawback.
Which is?
If it's overexerted in its usage, it blows up.
Oh,
We seem to
Now-
like handling explosive things. This is becoming an issue.
Part of that is why it's so good against the force that's being sort of amalgamated. Because it will explode and incinerate the thing.
Hmm.
Does make
So-
sense. You're right.
Worst case scenario, just fully blow the thing up. Facility and all for all I care.
When you said that this,
Full blow.
will explode, what will push it to do so? Is it being too close to the entity will start to like build up its problem, or what exactly is going to set it off?
So it's a type of, you know how some magical items have charges.
Yes.
yes.
This has charges, but unlike some of the more basic ones, it doesn't regain them naturally. It has a multiple effects where you can use multiple charges at once. Usually, if it happens to get killed, it will regain a charge. So it's able to be sort of replenished. But if it ever has 0 charges, so if you ever fully expend it,
Got it.
that's when it explodes.
Oh, so you've got to really balance your usage.
Yeah. And it's always a net negative. You never regain enough charges for it to be infinitely used. So every use of it has got to be carefully measured. Or you can just go full nuke with it.
I tend to prefer the latter.
Speak for yourself.
Understood.
And he'll take it. He'll hand it off to you, Jonah. He'll sort of look at it a little bit emotionally before he takes a step away from you again.
So that's how we use it.
All right.
All right.
On to politics.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep the cool thing.
That's a very good point. He sort of almost comes back from whatever reverie he was in, and he's gonna go to his desk. And he's gonna pick up a scroll, sign it quickly, wrap it up, seal it, just in case the conclave need proof that you're there on our behalf.
Okay. Thank you.
You can at least show them this seal.
Anything will
Thank
help
you.
the situation.
Will help us.
What is your name, sir?
You're gonna kind of give a sort of half smile, half smirk. You've heard that much. My name is Dremra.
Gee, I was hoping to get through this without learning.
Nice to meet you.
And now that
Is it harder than giving me the goddamn scepter?
full on.
There we go. Now we have a character sheet.
Yeah,
Nice.
you gotta get a name before I can give you the character sheet.
Fair.
What is this city called again?
Ember
Ember
Barrow.
Barrow.
That's the one. Mayor. Okay. Save. He has been begrudgingly added to my notes.
He just got a little pocketbook, had a little pair of glasses, and just
Literally an address book.
spent 2 hours.
All right. Now we just need Morgan. You can take us there directly, or do we need a
Yes.
way across the water?
Should,
Oh, perfect.
should we
Oh,
first
I can take
maybe
us back
meet with a cleric and get some healing?
Good idea.
Both kind of swaying a little bit.
We should probably do this tomorrow, actually.
We don't have a lot of time for that, though. I think maybe just visiting a local cleric might help with that. As tired as you all must be.
Bitch.
I mean, I'm still pretty peachy, personally.
That's good.
No, you're fine.
Give me a short rest and I'll be ready to go.
Well, let's just visit the cleric first then.
Yeah, Shellfeld does need a cleric still.
Yes, I still think we could all be topped off.
If we visit the cleric and take a short rest, I don't need any extra healing, and I'll be good to go. And that'll take care of Shellfeld's issue.
Perfect.
Any issues?
I will turn to the mayor and being like, where is your cleric?
If you keep heading to the west, the large building slightly closer to the city, that's our temple. You'll find a lot of clerics there.
Okay. Let's do that first then, please.
Passes out. Just collapses.
I didn't read the whole thing before I said it. I don't know what that second part is.
Huh?
The GIF in the Discord. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
What is that? Do I need to delete that? Because I don't know. Probably.
What does it say anything, does it?
Yeah. Well,
What is
there's the text
MIBN?
on the...
What is that?
Oh, that bit.
What is it?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know. You're the one who sent it.
I don't feel safe searching it.
It's from the Shazam movie, but I don't know what that's even.
I don't think mid. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, cleric.
Please and thank you.
Thank you, Dremra. Okay, cleric
You'll
now.
find him in the mibs aisle.
You know what that is?
I'll
worry.
be there. Yeah.
Here.
Oh, nope, that's fine. Okay, that's acceptable.
Alright. So you head out, head through the town, head to the temple, and get a cleric. How much does this spell cost to cast? Quite a considerable amount.
Oh my.
Yeah, but like how much though?
How
Yeah, but yeah.
much?
How considerable.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 3,000 gold.
Mmm.
Ish.
Guess what we don't have?
How much do you have left, Postal?
693.
Yeah, we're short.
It was because the
yeah, we're short.
trinkets, right, that we got?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
The
was.
non-divination, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like we threw that money for a good reason, but
All right.
Which was it?
Yeah. But what was the good reason?
Well, we don't have
Throwing the
enough.
money.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I have 300
Alright, we
and
can,
a few.
300 a few.
I can perform some tricks on the street and we'll get some money.
I mean, this probably we could probably purchase some health
Okay.
potions at least, and then do a
Here.
short rest and do that.
We could also have Shellfeld drink this potion of human body restoration that I'm in possession of. Which
Is that a mystery potion of human body restoration?
probably solves the problem.
It probably solves the problem.
Proceeds to also stare at weird potions in my pocket, like, oh yeah, I've also got these weird ones. It's an enhanced potion. There's a murky water thing that's not good.
Here, Shellfeld, can you identify this potion, please?
Oh, and the scepter, please.
Probably, actually.
I can do both.
But you can only do one.
So he gets one
Oh,
from the,
it's what?
from the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Astrologer's amulet.
I mean, somebody needs to, what's the thing called? Attune to it anyway, right?
It doesn't have attunement because it's charge based. It's like,
Oh, never mind then.
yeah.
Interesting.
I have a scroll of identify, so we can do both.
Hey.
Problem solved.
So you have the potion and the scroll, the staff.
Yeah.
Okay. Staff is definitely the more interesting one. So we'll do the potion first. It is the potion of rebirth.
What the fuck?
And so it is like a complete regeneration, even from like recently dead state. You just get fully healed, but it has the side effect of crippling depression.
Oh,
That's the potion my mother used.
Yes, it is, and that's why she started crying and was inconsolable.
Because
That
it was a
explains an extreme amount. I love it.
because it was a what potion?
So it's like fully regenerates you. If you've been dead for less than 10 minutes, it like will bring you back to life. Complete full restore. But it causes crippling depression.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah.
kind of an issue. Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Got it.
So you can take that if you want shelf out. You'll get your shoulder back, but at what cost?
How long does that depression
Permanent
last? Do we know?
I mean, the only person who's seen it is Jonah's mum, and she had it for a while.
Next morning she was okay, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
that
was
was
just
like
a little
whole
solemn.
day.
Because
It
of
was
the
like a whole day,
enchantment.
though. Yeah,
Mm.
It
so
was a full day.
a day of depressed Shelfell. I mean, I'm here for it.
Oh.
I think that roleplay would be hilarious.
Dear Lord.
Shelfell finally gets a nuclear quarterstaff, and it has to be depressed while playing with it. Like, come on.
Yep.
Um, speaking
One
of
sec,
said
gave me the
nuclear
cookie.
quarterstaff, this is the Staff of the Starstone, and it is a +3 legendary quarterstaff.
Oh my.
Half of the Starstone.
It
That's
has-
cool.
Yeah, it has 9 charges. For 3 charges, you can cast a Magic Missile at 3rd level. If any of those missiles gets a kill, then the staff regains 1 charge and ricochets the killing bolt to another target in range.
Well, geez.
Using 6 charges, you cast Guiding Bolt as a 6th level spell. If that kills a target, which, let's be real, Guiding Bolt at 6th level, the staff regains
Yeah.
2 charges, and the
Yes.
advantage from Guiding Bolt applies to all enemies within 30 feet of the target that died. And
I may
finally,
need to get a case of the stats, guys.
and finally, using all 9 charges allows you to cast Sickening Radiance as a 9th level spell. Sickening Radiance is the one that does, it's like an orb that gives off light, and that light does 4d10 radiant damage, gives 1 level of exhaustion, and stops creatures from being able to turn invisible in the light.
Okay.
Pretty
So
sweet.
but it's normally a 4th level spell. So you're getting it at a 9th level spell, meaning it's 9d10 radiant damage.
That's how
Each
many
time-
charges?
That's all 9 charges.
Okay. And then the
Each
thing
time-
explodes.
Yeah. Each time the radiant damage kills an enemy, the radiant damage increases by 2d10, and the level of exhaustion suffered increases by 1, up to a maximum of 5. And all allies within 30 feet of the target that dies gain 2d6 health back.
Ooh.
And then the capstone, if you like, if the staff ever has 0 charges, the Starstone explodes, dealing 10d10 radiant damage to everything in 120 feet. And this So that takes away all of the magic of the quarterstaff, but it does keep the quarterstaff intact as a +0 quarterstaff. So now the tab has been updated.
If we use
Yeah,
up all the
Joe, we played
charges, is it no longer good for the ritual?
Yes,
Okay.
because then it will no longer be the radiant item, like artifact.
Do not use all the charges, guys.
Noted.
Unless
No, it's gonna explode.
Unless, yeah.
We're like, well, last ditch effort, blow off all of the charges at once.
Hmm.
Having a plan.
Sort of having a plan.
Yeah. It's better than
Okay.
waltzing in
Okay.
and immediately shooting.
Now we just go.
All right.
I guess so.
Then in that case,
Are we still going to short rest at all, or?
do you want a short rest?
Should we travel over there, then short rest, or should we stay here while we know it's a little bit safer?
Well, if we go there, I mean, are we agreeing that we are only here to talk and then we go back and report what we have?
Depending on how it
We're
goes.
not gonna start anything.
I will not be agreeing to only speak ever.
It would be nice if we didn't
Yes,
start
that is
anything.
the goal.
We
But yes, I do not come in here looking to cause chaos.
we could play the friendly side where we go there, try and see if we can get like a cheaper heal because they have better favor on us, and then talk to them about the controversial issue.
That is not a bad idea, like the way you think.
Dove's been around too many politicians.
Yeah, she's trying to finagle.
I believe in you, Dove. We do have to bring the cost down by like over 1,000 gold, though.
I mean, yeah, but you know, even if it's just a cheaper room for a short rest, I mean, it's penny pinching where we can, right?
Oh yeah.
You want to try that then?
Sure.
All about it.
Alrighty. So in that case, we can go back outside of the tent, find a nice, not so crowded area where the vines won't do as much damage,
Oh,
and be
we're being so
teleported. She is, isn't she?
I was preparing to become Groot again, but alright.
You will be becoming Groot again.
Alright!
Unfortunately,
No, that's fine. She's
that's
just...
still the only way she knows how to teleport.
That's fine.
Groot, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
And you
Get
can
moved.
on the beach. Oh, this place is so much more quaint.
Wait.
I wasn't expecting to be so in the city already.
No, I see what you mean.
Oh god.
Looks small. Smaller.
So, now that it's just us, how are we really going to take this?
I
I
mean...
like how you think.
I was like, well, we're definitely gonna try diplomatically first. That is a thing.
At the very least, we need to find out where it's at.
Oh, it's over
what is
there.
it? Oh. You can tell.
You can't?
Not
That's an
focused?
insane... No. There's an insane focus of energy in that direction.
Mm.
You could walk right in.
Well,
Right in, huh?
try and see if we can get some cheaper healing or
Walk right
that
in?
kind of stuff. Yeah, just walk in like we don't have anything controversial to say.
Totally normal.
Just here to check
Yeah, act
on our
natural.
enclave buddies.
I will stand up as straight as possible.
Do you have your helmet on with your hood up or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, just checking.
Where's this?
I'm just like leaning in the corner. I look I'm very sus, to be clear. But
But you try to act too
I'm
natural.
there. Yeah. Good.
Okay. This is fine.
Alright, so you're going looking for a temple again? Are you going straight to the temple? Or
We can try our hand at that, I guess, if it's like on the way. I mean, if we need to go and talk to like whoever's in charge to get the discounts, then I guess we'll have to do it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably will. Because whilst you are positively relationed with them, not every element of Conclave member is going to know your
We
name.
are, yeah.
But you don't know who we are.
You haven't heard of us?
How dare you? Alright, so we'll find the leader. We'll be like, hey, we're here for a couple reasons, but most importantly and rushingly, our friend is injured and we need a cleric. Can you give us a discount?
Can you help us?
That will look as pathetic as I like leaning over.
Yeah, I'll like help you walk in.
This is
But you
becoming-
you in bad condition?
Yeah, we're gonna milk it a bit.
Alright.
Of course.
Well, that will give us a good place to start next week then.
Okay.
Fair.
It's a few minutes early, but like
Limping chauffeur.
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
it's
we're gonna
better.
do whatever for Ragnarok, what do they say?
Yeah.
Get help or whatever.
So lean on the arm, just walk in, kind of hobble.
Yeah.
Like, oh, quick help!
Okay,
It hurts so
Oh
much.
goodness.
you want to, right? We're good
Beautiful.
people.
I'm excited about this, Mayor.
Oh, is that good or bad?
I accidentally made Kratos.
Nice.
Wait, am I about to make a
happened?
friend?
Perhaps.
Probably.
Sounds
Am I
like
about
it.
to enjoy this political arrangement?
Oh, I need to like
It
I need to come up with a decent voice.
There we go. Also, there's the future of
Boy.
Dadir's banded shield.
It's very nice
Yeah,
looking.
you've been busy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Looks
in
nice.
the best way.
Yeah. Oh. Phew. Yeah, it's like a literal orbit around the sun.
Passing by.
Everything else is just in and out.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Very much agreed.
I agree.
I like refused to not take my exam before the stream because I was just like, I need to enjoy this and not worry
Oh.
about that. That also may have been why I slept in, by the way. Sorry.
You're fine. Glad to
It's
be
all
back,
good.
for sure.
Yeah.
Things are looking up. Yeah.
Yeah. Slowly
The
but
first
surely.
part, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Totally not worried about
Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I am very happy to be back with D&D. The next time they're going to be streaming theoretically is going to be Tuesday, but to be honest, I might have to skip it because this is like my finals week, so I might have to just wait until Friday to stream again. We'll play it by ear, but yeah, I might have to be selfish with my time. If anything, might do like a 4 a.m. stream, or like while I'm off into Tuesday. I might stream like Tuesday morning, like really early, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys very much for hanging out. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care. Be safe. Good morning to those who are on the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for work. I'll catch you guys later. See you.